Josh Miller back with you here. Northridge High School, the Mustangs on the road today. Beautiful Saturday afternoon in Greeley, Colorado. A light breeze from right field foul pole across the field to the left field foul pole. Sunny day, partly cloudy skies. Mustangs in their visiting gray road uniforms. Northridge takes the field in their white pants, green tops. Today's Mustang Express brought to you by B&B Appliance, 502 Ensign, downtown Fort Morgan, the place to shop for all your appliance needs. B&B Appliance, member of the Brand Source Retail Program. Today for the Mustangs, their starting lineup brought to you by Cargill Meat Solutions. Cargill takes as much pride in the community, just as they do in the products they provide to their consumers, part of the KSIR B106 Scholarship Program. For the Mustangs, the visiting ball club here today, leading off Nick Garver, playing center field, Matt Godo second, third base. Michael Fitzsimmons playing shortstop, batting third. Aaron Anderson, the DH today, cleaning up. Justin Flug behind the plate. James Martin out in left field, batting sixth. Number 7 on the mound, David Mendez. Cole Frisbee playing first base, batting eighth. Ulysses Hernandez playing second base, batting ninth. Jacob Frick will be out in right field as Aaron Anderson bats for him today as the DH. Mustangs come into today's ball game 3-1 overall. 4 games into this young 2012 baseball season. As you heard Coach Langford in that interview, a much tougher ball club here today are the Northridge Grizzlies than what the Mustangs have seen early on this season. Northridge is 1-0, 1 game played this season, as Brock Best takes the mound, just as Coach Langford had anticipated. Brock, tall, lengthy, right-handed arm who beat these Mustangs last year. Setting the field for the home team, Northridge Grizzlies, Brad Marks is out in left field, Jordan Francis in center, Peter Duvall out in right, Mac Malone at third base, Michael Graff at short, Tyler Vasquez at second, Humberto Martinez at first, Brock Best on the mound, and Robert Fulton directing traffic behind the plate as Nick Garver heads into the batter's box after a quick sign from Coach Langford. The opening pitch brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance, locally in Brush, Fort Morgan, offers home health, auto, farm, business, and workers' compensation as Garver quickly tries to force a bunt but fouls it off, and he quickly falls behind 0-1. Garver this season off to a quick start for the Mustangs. Their leadoff hitter with great speed takes the 0-1 pitch on the inside part of the plate, strike 2. Oh, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count on Garver as the right-hander Best delivers. Fastball low and outside, ball 1. Good 1-2 pitch there by Best. Garver does well to take, and count moves to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Garver set. Receives the right-hander's offering, grounds it right side into the 4-3 hole, fielded by the second baseman and thrown on to first for the first out here of the ball game. Is Garver, a good piece of hitting, but the quick second baseman able to come up with it cleanly and make the play. It's going to be a 4-3 putout on the Mustangs Garver, and that's going to bring up Matt Godo. Godo's first pitch on the way, a curveball high and inside. Going to be ball 1 on Matt. Likely see Matt today at some point on the mound. He's going to start today at third as he takes the 1-0 offering and hammers it hard foul off the front facing of the third base dugout. Mustangs in the first base dugout. Greeley in their St. Patrick's Day green uniforms as Godo receives the 1-1 pitch, a curveball taken inside, strike 2. Best working efficiently here for the Grizzlies as he jumped up quickly on the Mustangs' Nick Garver, and now quickly ahead here with Matt Godo. 1 ball, 2 strikes as payoff pitch on its way, grounded back up the middle, and the shortstop's not going to be able to come up with it. A diving effort by Graff, but Godo gets on base with the single for the Mustangs, and Mustangs are in business with their first base runner here this afternoon. 1-2 pitch as Godo did well there to get his hands inside and get that ball hard and cleanly up the middle. As the Mustangs have their first base runner here this afternoon. Right-hander Best comes to the set. Checks Goto at first. Pitch on its way to Fitzsimmons, taken inside for the strike. Good fastball there. 0-1 is the count. GTO Charlie's for a great used car and truck today. If you don't see what you want on the lot, they'll find it for you. 700 West Platte in Fort Morgan. Right-hander Best quickly throws over. Goto back in time. As Best works to keep him close. Mustangs have proven all year they're going to run the bases. They are aggressive offensively and defensively, for that matter. As Best delivers, slider misses outside as the count evens up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fitzsimmons leads the team this year in RBIs as we sit here with 8 early on in this season. As he sets to receive the 1-1 pitch, taken high and inside, ball 2. Just underway here in Greeley, Colorado at Northridge High School. Mustangs on the road today. Beautiful afternoon for baseball. As Mustangs have a runner at first in Matt Goto, and Fitzsimmons swings at the 2-1 pitch and misses as the count moves to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fitzsimmons looks down to Coach Langford. Now steps back into the box as the right-hander Best gets the signs and takes a quick peek over his shoulder at Goto. Right-hander's pitch, fouled off right side as Fitzsimmons fights to stay alive. You can follow us all year on KSIRsports.com, pitch by pitch. We're using the iScore ESPN Game Tracker app as you're able to follow us pitch by pitch all season long on KSIRsports.com. 2-2 pitch on the way, high and outside, throw down to first, nothing doing as Goto is able to get back. And the count here on Michael Fitzsimmons, the Mustangs shortstop, moves to 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. Michael Fitzsimmons, Garver, the leadoff batter, got out. We've got 1 out here in the top of the first inning as the 3-2 pitch is on its way. Goto in motion as Fitzsimmons takes ball 4. We have runners now at second and first. Matt Goto, the Mustangs' third baseman at second, reached on his single back up the middle. Fitzsimmons reaches first on the walk as the Mustangs DH, Aaron Anderson, left-handed swinging bat is Anderson. Steps into the plate as Best takes a quick check of the base runners. Now the right-hander's pitch, a curveball high and outside, ball 1. Mustangs will be putting everything into winning this game, as Coach Langford talked about. First Tri-Valley League contest of the year as the 1-0 pitch on its way, swung on, hit high left side. Baseball looks like it's going to get out of play, and does, as Anderson skies that ball over the third base dugout. Third baseman there, Mac Malone for the Grizzlies, had a beat on it, just ran out of room. Things are evened up, 1 ball, 1 strike on the Mustangs DH, Aaron Anderson. Tri-Valley League contest this year as the Mustangs play their 7-inning baseball game here today, then pack up the bus and head across town to Berthoud. 1-1 pitch in the dirt. Goto thought about going to third, but then thought otherwise as he retreats back to second, and the count moves to 2 balls, 1 strike. On number 8, Aaron Anderson, Mustangs DH, seen some time at first base here early this season as well as he's set to deliver the 2-1 pitch. Best checked, now delivers, swung on, fouled again left side, down the left field line, tailing away and out of play. As the count on Anderson, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Coach Langford communicating with Aaron, you need 1 good swing here with 2 strikes on you. As Anderson looks to fight and stay alive, 2-2 pitch on its way. That's fastball right down Broadway. Anderson fouls it straight back. And out of play as he fights to stay alive. Aaron Anderson this season has played in most of these baseball games and is batting .364 here early this 2012 season for the Mustangs as he sets to receive the 2-2 pitch. The right-hander Best comes set. Pitch delivered, curveball, high and outside, ball 3. Brock Best for the Grizzlies. Beat this Mustangs ball club last year. Got off to a quick start and got ahead on Garver, who grounded out. Got ahead on Godo as well, but Godo was able to make good of it and get on base. And since then, Best has had to work a little bit. 2-2 pitch at the letters. Would have been ball 4, but Anderson caught swinging, and that's going to be a strikeout in the second out of this inning for the Mustangs, as Justin Flug, the Mustangs catcher, steps into the plate and looks to rally here for the Mustangs with 2 outs, as Mustangs need to score runs here against a good Northridge ball club. Fastball inside, taken by Flug. Almost caught his jersey as he backed out of the way there. As the count moves to 1 ball, no strikes. Best comes to his set, checks the runners. Right-hander's 1-0 pitch on the way. Fastball fouled off over the right side, first base dugout. As things even up, 1 ball, 1 strike on Justin Flug. Top of the first inning, no score. Mustangs with runners on first and second, 2 outs. As Brock Best comes set to deliver the 1-1 pitch. Fastball, grounded shortstop, fielded cleanly, flipped on to second for the easy out, and that's going to do it for the Mustangs. Mustangs 1 hit, leave 2 runners on base. After 1/2 inning, Fort Morgan 0, Northridge 0. Take a quick break, listening to Mustangs Baseball, B106, B106.com. Josh Miller with you here today with the Fort Morgan baseball team on the road, playing the Northridge Grizzlies here in Greeley, Colorado. Beautiful day for baseball on this Saturday afternoon, St. Patrick's Day. Early in the 2012 season, Mustangs off to a quick start, 3-1 their overall record, as they are 1/2 inning through play in their first Tri-Valley League Conference game here today, as David Mendez takes the mound for the Mustangs. Setting the field and table defensively for the Mustangs, out in left field, James Martin, and center, Nick Garver. Out in right field, Jacob Frick. Matt Godo is at third base. Ulysses Hernandez at second. Cole Frisbee at first. Michael Fitzsimmons at short. Justin Flug directing traffic. And David Mendez on the mound. We've seen David a couple times this year as he's off to a quick start on the mound. Mendez is 2-0 with 9 innings pitched and sits right now with a 0 ERA. Hasn't given up a run all season. Only has given up 1 hit and has 20 strikeouts to his name in those 9 innings pitched. So Coach Langford, high expectations for David Mendez here today and for the season, for that matter, as the right-hander makes his final preparations before he throws his first pitch here this afternoon. Right-hander gets the sign from the catcher, Flug, and his first pitch on the way. A fastball catches the knee of the leadoff batter, Brad Marks. As fast as he threw his first pitch, the Grizzlies are going to have their first base runner. On that hit by pitch by Mendez, a good fastball, just ran in a little bit too far inside and caught the knee there of Brad Marks. That's going to bring up the second hitter, Tyler Vasquez, for the Grizzlies. He squares the bunt and takes ball 1. Top of the first inning, Fort Morgan baseball on the road today here, Northridge High School, taking on the Grizzlies as Mendez, the right-hander, delivers the 1-0 pitch. Bunt attempt up in the air, quickly thrown across to Mendez. Frisbee takes it out of the dirt for a Mustang double play. Good defense there by the Mustangs, as that bunt by Tyler Vasquez was popped up, caught by Mendez, and quickly thrown across for the double play, and the Mustangs have 2 quick outs. And momentum early is on the Mustang side, as Mendez now delivers to the 3-hole batter. Wild fastball that finds its way to the backstop, as Jordan Francis, the number 3 hitter for the Grizzlies, steps into the plate with the 1-0 count. Mendez delivers, swung on, skied over the backstop where we sit. As things even up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Platte Valley Hearing Center, get your hearing to its very best. Visit them in Fort Morgan. As Mendez 1-1 pitch, swung on, missed. Good curveball by Mendez. So good that Flug wasn't able to come up with it. As it finds its way to the backstop, but nonetheless, the count moves to 1 ball, 2 strikes on the 3-hitter for Grizzlies, Jordan Francis. As Mendez delivers the payoff pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. Good inning for the Mustangs as Northridge goes down 1-2-3. After 1 complete inning, Mustangs 0, Grizzlies 0. Mustangs baseball, B106, B106.com. Fort Morgan baseball on B106, B106.com. Josh Miller here. Beautiful Saturday afternoon at Darrell Kyle Field in Greeley, Colorado on the campus of Northridge High School. After 1 complete inning, we have no score. Mustangs with that hit batter put the leadoff runner on for the Grizzlies, but the quick double play with Mendez catching the bunt pop-up and throwing quickly across to Cole Frisbee, picking it up out of the dirt for the double play, and Mustangs were quickly in business as Mendez completed the 3rd out with the strikeout, and we're now heading to the top of the 2nd as James Martins steps in for the Mustangs and takes the first pitch offering outside for a strike. Good fastball by Best. Martin's one of the hottest hitters here right now for the Mustangs as he's been a little bit on a tear these last couple games as he takes the 0-1 pitch outside for ball 1. One pitch to Martin's on its way. The right-hander Best delivers. Curveball swung on, fouled off over the first base dugout. Martin's average here, .571. It is early in the season, but nonetheless, he's one of the hottest hitters here for the Mustangs as he sits behind here, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Slider swung on and missed. It's going to be strike 3 for Martins as he heads back to the dugout. It's going to be the first out this inning, top of the 2nd inning for the Mustangs, and that's going to bring up David Mendez, Mustangs pitcher. 7-hole hitter today for the Mustangs as he takes the curveball inside, ball 1. David Mendez has helped himself out this year with hitting a solo home run earlier in the first game this season when he was on the mound. Not going to happen here as he skies the ball right side to the second baseman, and second baseman Tyler Vasquez is able to put it away easily for the 2nd out. 2 outs, top of the 2nd inning. Mustangs' first road game here this year. On a beautiful day in Northridge High School, Cole Frisbee, the left-handed swinging stick, steps in for the Mustangs and takes ball 1 on the outside part of the plate. Right-hander Best pitch swung on and missed by Frisbee. A little behind that fastball as the count moves to 1 ball, 1 strike. Frisbee and Anderson this year have been switching off at first base and DH as Frisbee gets the call today and takes the 1-1 pitch all the way to the backstop, ball 2. Fastball got away there from Brock Best. As Cole Frisbee, the left-handed swinging bat for the Mustangs, has a count on him of 2 balls, 1 strike. Top of the 2nd inning, no score, 2 outs. As Frisbee set to receive the 2-1 pitch, taken in the dirt, low, ball 3. As Frisbee now ahead in the count. Good situation to be in as a hitter. You can anticipate a good pitch to hit here if he's ready for it and gets a good swing on it. Frisbee does have power and has proven he can hit the ball to all parts of the field early this season as the 3-1 pitch on its way, taken for the strike. A little bit low. As the count now is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes on the Mustangs' first baseman, Cole Frisbee. As the payoff pitch is on its way by the right-hander Best, in the dirt, taken, ball 4. As Frisbee reaches base here for the Mustangs with 2 outs in the top of the 2nd inning. And that's going to bring up the 9th hitter for the Mustangs, Ulysses Hernandez, the Mustangs' second baseman, ninth batter for the Mustangs. Best here early, he's already thrown 37 pitches, which for the Northridge Grizzlies, this is their second game this year, so their pitching staff hasn't had the work that the Mustangs have had this season. Ulysses swings at the pitch a little bit high at his letters. Not able to come up with it as the count moves to no balls, one strike. Frisbee off at first. Has the attention of Best. Best gives a quick check. Right-hander's fastball low and inside as the count moves to 1 ball, 1 strike. Number 4 for the Mustangs, Ulysses Hernandez. Ulysses gets a quick check of Coach Langford down at third. Josh Langford, Mustangs head baseball coach in the third base coaching box. Assistant coach Steve Hale down the line at first. Quick throw over by Best. Nothing doing as Frisbee's able to get back easily. Counts 1-1. Fastball taken on the inside part of the plate by Ulysses for strike 2. Fastball low and at the knees on the inside black part of the plate. As the count moves to 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Brock Best, Northridge Grizzly pitcher, ahead here on Ulysses Hernandez. 1-2 pitch. Fastball fouled off as Ulysses stays alive. And you can follow us all season long on KSIRsports.com, pitch by pitch. The iScore ESPN Gamecast app, you're able to follow us as I enter it. Pitch by pitch all season long, KSIRsports.com. 1-2 pitch, high and outside. Good fastball, but nowhere close as things even up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Best gets a sign from his catcher, Fulton. Now comes to a set after a quick check of Frisbee. Swung on and hit hard, but not hard enough as the left fielder is able to cruise over towards the line and catch that line drive hit by Hernandez. Hernandez got a good swing on that pitch, hit it hard down the left field line, but the left fielder was positioned perfectly, and that's going to do it for the Mustangs. With 1.5 innings in the book, Mustangs go in the top half of the second, leaving a runner on base. No hits. Fort Morgan 0, Northridge 0. Take a quick break. Mustangs baseball. B106, B106.com. Josh Miller back with you as David Mendez sets to deliver his first pitch. A good curveball for a strike. As we're underway here, bottom of the second inning. David Mendez out for his second inning of work. Quickly, the 0-1 pitch on its way. A fastball high and inside. Ball 1. 1-1 the count on Humberto Martinez. Cleanup hitter for Northridge. Northridge going 1-2-3 in that top half of the first inning after the great double play by Mendez to Frisbee after the quick pop-up on the bunt attempt. And then finishing things off with the strikeout. Not by much. 1-2 pitch misses. Or the 1-1 pitch, misses. Things even up 1-2. Fastball swung on. Fouled off over the first base dugout. As the count moves to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mendez delivers. Right-hander's curveball swung on, fouled off. Umpire needs some more baseballs here as Mendez is working quickly. Ackley Building Center is your one-stop shop. Center for projects around your home, office, and yard. Ackley Building Center, located at 1402 Mill Street in Brush. It's going to be ball 4. The leadoff hitter here this inning for the Grizzlies as Michael Graff steps in. Grizzlies shortstop Mendez's quick throw over to first, keeping Martinez close. Fastball by Mendez misses outside, not by much. As first pitch here to Michael Graff is taken for a ball. The count's 1-0. Mendez has been efficient all year long. Only 15 pitches thrown here early in this baseball game as the curveball is taken for strike one, and the count evens up. 1 ball, 1 strike. From the 5-hole hitter for the Grizzlies, Michael Graff. Just underway here in northwest side of Greeley, Colorado, Northridge High School. As Mendez's 1-1 pitch is fouled off third base side, and Mendez is ahead early. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Michael Graff. No score, bottom of the second inning. And a quick throw over again by Mendez, keeping that base runner at first close. 1-2 the count. Mendez comes set, check other runner, payoff pitch, fastball. Going to say foul ball. Not sure that ball didn't get by the hitter without making contact, but nonetheless, Michael Graff fights to stay alive as the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes on him. Mendez working quickly. More strikes than balls here early on in this baseball game as Mendez has proven he can strike guys out. 21 strikeouts already this season as a 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Mendez, just as I said, collects his 22nd strikeout this season. His 11th inning of work, so he's off to a great start. He's definitely proven he can get guys out with his fastball. As 1 out here in the bottom of the second, the left-handed hitting Robert Fulton steps in and swings on at the curveball. As Mendez jumps ahead 0-1. Mendez misses. He doesn't miss by much. He's got great control, good velocity. And him and Flug right now are on the same page as the 0-1 pitch fouled off. Got inside good on the left-hander there as he's fouled it off over the third base dugout. And Mendez is quickly ahead. No balls, 2 strikes on the left-handed swinging Robert Fulton. Mendez comes set. Check of the runner at first. Now delivers. Curveball. Swung on, hit weakly left side. Goto gives it chase. Does he have room? Dives, lays out, makes the grab. An outstanding play by Matt Goto. Full speed, lays out. The baseball coming over his head, and he makes the grab. His numbers facing home plate as he laid out and made that grab in foul territory. An incredible catch by Goto as Mustangs now have 2 outs in this inning. And the Mustangs are running on all cylinders here as Goto makes the great play. And just as quickly as he does, Mendez back to work, and his first pitch is fouled off right side. Morgan Federal Bank, your one-stop shop for all your banking and investment needs, from checking to savings to IRAs, 321 Ensign Street in Fort Morgan. Mendez, fastball outside, ball 1 as the count evens up. 1 ball, 1 strike. As Mendez comes set, right-hander delivers, 1-1 pitch, fastball, swung on, fouled off. And Mendez is again quickly ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes on the right-handed hitting pitcher, Brock Best. Mustangs with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. The Grizzlies have a runner at first base on the walk by Mendez. And the 1-2 pitch grounded left side, fielded cleanly by Fitzsimmons, but too far in the 5-6 hole as Brock Best is going to get on with that infield single. Goto laid out for it, wasn't able to come up with it. Slow, choppy ground ball as Goto gave it his best. Fitzsimmons came up with it cleanly, but nonetheless, runners now at first and second as a courtesy runner enters the ball game for the Grizzlies for the pitcher. That's going to be number 30, Brian Walter. And the fastball misses high and inside, ball 1 to Peter Duvall. The 8th batter in the lineup for the Grizzlies. Mendez, 1-0 pitch, curveball taken for a strike. 1-1 is the count on the 8th hitter in the lineup for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies in business for the first time today with runners at first and second. And Mendez payoff, 1-1 pitch is taken for a strike. Good curveball as Mendez jumps again quickly ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, bottom of the second inning. Mendez's 1-2 pitch on its way. Strike 3. Mendez didn't want to see that runner get on base as he reared back and grabbed a little bit more than he's had earlier here today. And that hard fastball, Duvall just not able to catch up with it as strike 3 is called. Grizzlies leave 2 runners on base after 2 incomplete innings. Fort Morgan 0, Northridge 0, Mustangs Baseball, B106, B106.com. Josh Miller, Northridge High School, has the Fort Morgan baseball team on the road this afternoon. And after 2 complete innings, as we head towards the top of the third, we have no score. Mustangs back to the top of the lineup as Nick Garber steps in and takes the first pitch for a strike. Curveball by Best. Garber grounded out in his first at-bat to the right side second baseman after falling behind 1 ball, 2 strikes. As the 0-1 pitch on its way misses low. Again, another curveball as things even up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Garber, the leadoff hitter for the Mustangs, with good speed. If he can get on base, the Mustangs have proven they can move runners around and score. Garber swings on, misses the fastball down and inside as the count moves to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Coach Langford discussed it as we had the chance to talk. This is a much better ball club than the Mustangs have seen early on this season. And it's proven here to be a little bit of a battle. Weekly hit shortstop. Garber burning down the line, not in time as the throw's made by the shortstop across the diamond in time. Garber's going to go and ground out again as he quickly goes 0-2 on today's ballgame. He's going to bring up Matt Godo. How many times have you seen it? Defensive player makes a great play and then comes up the next inning offensively and does something big for his team. Matt Godo made the incredible ESPN SportsCenter highlight reel diving in foul territory as he quickly hits the first pitch out in the left field and on base again now. 2 for 2 is Godo today with 2 singles. And the Mustangs back in business with the runner on first base. Godo got that fastball a little in on the hands, but muscled it out over the 5-6 hole in the left field, and Mustangs are in business. Best from the stretch, checks Godo at first, now delivers to Fitzsimmons, a curveball low and inside, ball 1. Fitzsimmons walked in his first at-bat. Fitzsimmons leading RBI getter for the Mustangs early in this season with 8. Picking up 3 of them, I believe, in the last ball game on, or if not 4. On a solid offensive day for Fitzsimmons against that Valley Ball Club the Mustangs faced on Monday. Best delivers. Fastball misses inside as the count moves now to 2 balls, no strikes. Good hitting count here for the Mustangs' Fitzsimmons, as he gets a quick check of the signs from head baseball coach Josh Langford. Best comes to the set, checks runner at first in Godo. 2-0 pitch gets Fitzsimmons. As it caught his pant leg, and he trots down to first. Mustangs are now going to have runners at first and second. Coach Langford from the third base box letting his team know to take advantage of this opportunity here. Against a good Northridge ball club, you're not going to have a whole lot of opportunities. Critical here as Aaron Anderson steps into the plate that the Mustangs can convert base runners to runs. Anderson takes the fastball on the outside part of the plate, ball 1. Anderson in his first at-bat put up a little bit of a fight and went down swinging as he struck out in his first at-bat back in the first inning. As he sets to receive the 1-0 pitch from Best. Right-hander's fastball on its way, fouled off. Anderson's hips flying out on him a little bit early there as his hands weren't able to catch up as he fouled that ball off over the base dugout. Left-handed bat is Anderson, DHing today for the Mustangs as we set top of the third inning. Mustangs with 2 base runners on, runners at first and second, and the fastball misses outside to Anderson as the count moves to 2 balls, 1 strike. Decent speed at second in Godo. Good speed with Fitzsimmons at first. As Anderson sets to receive the 2-1 pitch. Curveball swung on, hit left side, fielded by the third baseman. Throws across quickly to second and gets the force out. Anderson able to get down the line quick enough, and that's going to leave Mustangs with base runners at first and third. Weakly hit left side was that baseball by Anderson, gave him enough time to get down the line. And had pulled the third baseman in far enough, he didn't have a play on Goto, and the Mustangs, with 2 outs, in this top half of the third inning. As Justin Flug steps in for the Mustangs. Mustangs base runners first and third. First pitch to Flug is taken for a ball. As Flug grounded out to short in his first at bat. That's the check of the runners. 1-0 pitch on its way by the right-hander. Swung on and skied right side. First baseman calling for it. It's going to make the play. And that's going to do it for the Mustangs as they leave 2 runners on base with 2.5 complete. Fort Morgan 0, Northridge 0. Take a quick break. Mustangs baseball, B106, B106.com. Fort Morgan baseball team on the road this afternoon. First road game of this season. As we're deadlocked with no score as we head towards the bottom of the third inning. Mendez out finishing his warm-up pitches as he gets set to begin his third inning of work. Grizzlies haven't been able to do much with Mendez up until this point. Got a couple base runners on with a hit by pitch and walk, but not able to really make anything happen as Mendez is buckled down. Keeping these Grizzlies in check. Mustangs have missed a couple opportunities here early as Mendez sets to deliver the fastball, swung on and missed. Coach Langford a little frustrated walking back to the dugout there during that half inning, likely realizing an opportunity to score runs has been missed. As Mendez's fastball just misses, low and inside, ball 1. 1-1 to count here on right-handed hitter Max Malone. As Mendez delivers the 1-1 pitch, curveball for a strike. Mendez quickly ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 33rd pitch of this baseball game, throwing 22 strikes, only 11 balls. Good balls to strike ratio there. As Mendez's fastball is fouled off over the first base dugout as Max Malone barely got a piece of that. Very late on that fastball by Mendez. Max Malone, the 9-hitter, 9th batter in the lineup, as leadoff hitter for the Grizzlies on deck, Brad Marks. Mendez's 1-2 pitch. Curveball, swung on, hit to right field. Good piece of hitting by Max Malone as that ball is going to fall in front of Jacob Frick out in right field as Frick gets it in quickly to the second baseman, Ulysses Hernandez, and Grizzlies in business with their leadoff batter getting on base. Max Malone at first base for the Grizzlies. That's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Brad Marks. He got hit by a pitch on the very first pitch. Takes the first pitch here for Mendez in the dirt, ball 1. Good speed at first for the Grizzlies. Mendez checking that runner and keeping him close. Batter Marks now back into the box after some signs from the coach down the line as the curveball is taken on the outside part of the plate, strike 1. Anticipate maybe a bunt here in some capacity. As a quick throw over by Mendez, tag applied by Frisbee, but runner Malone's able to get back easily. As Mendez comes to the set, 1-1 pitch on the way, bunt attempt taken back as that slider misses for a ball, and the count moves to 2 balls, 1 strike. Not a bad pitch there. Didn't miss by much, but the Grizzlies right-handed hitter Brad Marks smart enough to pull back on that pitch. As Mendez delivers, 2-1 pitch, curveball bunted, straight back up the box. Mendez is going to throw on to first. The out on the batter is going to go 1-3. As the sacrifice bunt is successful, and Mac Malone moves up 90 feet and into scoring position at second. Mendez, good defensive skills, hopped off that mound quickly to field the bunt and throw it across as runner at second. Ball one the count here on Tyler Vasquez, the number 2 hitter for the Grizzlies, as the 1-0 pitch misses high, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Tyler Vasquez, he flew out in the first inning on that bunt attempt that Mendez caught and doubled up with Frisbee. Pickoff move, nothing doing, as the Mustangs have proven all year they'll be aggressive on defense. Coach Langford discussed in his interview. The opportunity, there's a runner on base, they look at that as an opportunity to get an out. They have had some pickoff plays run successfully this year as Mendez delivers. Fastball, fouled back. Two on the count on the Grizzlies' right-handed hitter, Tyler Vasquez, as Mendez comes set. Delivers, fastball, hit the right field. Jacob Frick going back on the baseball, able to come up with it. Runners not tagging, as Frick quickly throws the baseball back into the middle part of the diamond. And the Mustangs here with 2 outs. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Frick had to go back on that baseball. It's tough sky here today for an outfielder. Big high sky as Frick able to get under the baseball and come away with the out. First pitch, fastball. Jordan is taking for a strike. Mendez 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 2. Good curveball. A lot of bite on that breaking ball by Mendez as he's quickly ahead. 0-2. 0-2 pitch by Mendez. Right down Broadway. Looked like a good spot. Nonetheless, call the ball. Ideally, that's not where Mendez wants to throw his 0-2 pitch. That's too good of a pitch to hit. Gets away with that there as the count moves to 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd inning. Mendez, 1-2 pitch, swung on, belted, right center field. Frick's going, but not going to have a chance to throw the runner out as the Northridge Grizzlies are in business. Frick bobbled that ball as the base runner continues on quickly to second. And Northridge scores the first run here this afternoon and jumps on top of the Mustangs, 1-0. Again, with Mendez in that situation, ahead in that count, that was just too good of a pitch to the 3rd hitter in the lineup for the Grizzlies as he hits that double to right center field and gets the RBI. Grizzlies now bottom of the 3rd inning in business as that fastball gets away from Flug, gets to the backstop, and base runner Francis at second moves up 90 feet on that pass ball. Grizzlies with 2 outs in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Mendez working here a little bit as the Grizzlies put the first run on the board, and the Grizzlies base runner's 90 feet away there at 3rd. Fastball swung on and missed as the count evens up. 1 ball, 1 strike. David Mendez working here quickly as the 1-1 pitch gets away from Flug again. Runner's going, throw to the plate, not in time, and the Grizzlies here have scored 2 runs on 2 pass balls by Flug, which allowed that runner to get from second to 3rd. And this most recent pass ball allows the Grizzlies to score their 2nd run here this afternoon. Not too wild of a fastball, just it did take Flug to his throwing hand side, but nonetheless he wasn't able to hold on to it, and Grizzlies here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning have scored 2 runs. Pitch is fouled off. The count moves to 2-2. Mendez's pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. Well, that strikeout came 2 pitches too late as the Grizzlies now lead the Mustangs after 3 complete innings. Fort Morgan 0, Northridge 2. Fort Morgan Baseball, B106, B106.com. As we head to the top of the 4th inning, Mustangs trail as the Grizzlies were able to get 2 runs on the board in the bottom half of the 3rd. Grizzlies in business with that base runner on, double out to right center field, scored the first, and then a couple pass balls. They got away from the Mustangs catcher, Justin Flug. Allowed the Grizzlies to score their second run here this afternoon, and they lead the Mustangs as we head towards the top of the 4th inning, 2-0. As Brock Best out to begin his 4th inning of work. James Martin delivers the single out to center field. Looked like the center fielder may have had a chance to catch that baseball. But that slight breeze working to the Mustangs' favor knocked it down, and Mustangs in business with their leadoff base runner on base. That's now having to work from the stretch. And quickly bunted by Mendez, left side to third, but too hard as third baseman comes in aggressively and throws the lead runner out in Martins. That bunt just a little too hard by Mendez. As that put out gives the Mustangs the first out this inning. Cole Frisbee going to step up to the plate for the Mustangs, and Mendez gets off over there at first. Frisbee takes the first pitch for a ball as the count moves quickly 1-0 on him. Quick throw over to first, making sure Mendez stays close. As the breeze has picked up a little bit here as the left-hander waits for the 1-0 pitch. Right-hander delivers. Curveball high and outside, ball 2. Frisbee's a good at-bat. His first inning had a walk. Quickly ahead here, 2 balls, no strikes. Good pitch to hit in for Frisbee. If he looks for a fastball, expect him to get into something as he takes the fastball down and outside. Another good pitch to hit. Good take there by Frisbee. As it was down on the outer half of the plate. Now moves to 2 balls, 1 strike on the Mustangs' first baseman, Cole Frisbee. Left-handed swinging bat, runner in motion. Frisbee swings, hit and run. Frisbee not able to keep it in play as it tails out of play left side. Mendez good speed. Count quickly moves to 2 balls, 2 strikes on Cole Frisbee. 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Mustangs trail 2-0. A beautiful afternoon for baseball on the road here is Fort Morgan at Northridge High School. 2-2 pitch. Right-hander Best delivers. Fastball swung on, hits the left center field and deep. Nobody can get to it. Mendez is motoring around third. He's going to score easily as Frisbee to the second with a stand-up double. Good piece of hitting by Cole Frisbee. As I discussed in his first at-bat, he can hit to all parts of the field with power. And he gets into one there, left center field, goes all the way to the fence. Nobody's able to get to it, and he's in the second with a stand-up double. Mustangs in business as they've cut into the lead and now trail 2-1. Great piece of hitting by the Mustangs' first baseman, Cole Frisbee. Ulysses Hernandez swings at the first pitch. Curveball. As the count moves to 0-1 on him. Not a good pitch to swing at, but Ulysses fooled there as he swings and misses at that first pitch offering by Best. Best sets, checks Frisbee. Ulysses takes ball 1, low and outside. Hernandez flew out in his first at-bat. Mustangs second baseman. Mustangs already back heading towards the top of their order as Ulysses is the 9th batter in the lineup for the Mustangs. Frisbee out at second. Slider taken by Ulysses, a little bit high, but called for a strike as the count moves to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the fourth inning, Mustangs in business, scoring a run here, and now trail 2-1 on the road against Northridge. As Brock Best, the right-hander, sets, delivers. Fastball, low outside, taken for the ball. As things even up, 2-2. Frisbee doesn't have the speed Mendez does, but where this outfield for the Grizzlies is playing, if Ulysses is able to get something out there in the gaps, Frisbee will be able to score. 2-2 pitch in the dirt, ball 3. Count now is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the ninth. Batter in the lineup for the Mustangs, Ulysses Hernandez. Ulysses has proven defensively this year he can play. Not much of an offensive threat, but the Mustangs need him to step up here. Full count pitch, fouled off left side. Good swing there by Ulysses as he stays alive. Brock Best, that was his 70th pitch here in this baseball game. Early on in this season, I'm not sure if the Grizzlies are on a pitch count, but a young arm, you never want to see them up over 90 to 100 pitches early on in the season. Up toward the center field, but right at the center fielder, Jordan France. Not much more you can ask for there from Ulysses. It's unfortunate, just right at the center fielder, as that's going to be the second out this inning for the Mustangs. Mustangs have Frisbee out at second with 2 outs, top of the fourth inning, as Nick Garver, the leadoff hitter, steps in for his third at-bat. Grounded out twice already today. 0 for 2 is Nick as he gets the first pitch from the right-hander Best. Fastball right down Broadway. Garver fouls it off over the first base dugout. As the Mustangs need to get something here in and out to the outfield and try to pick up Frisbee, or at least Garver find a way to get on base and bring the hitter on deck Goto up to the plate, who's proven he can drive in runs as well. Curveball taken in the dirt by Garver. As things even up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Garver not much of a power threat. Will find his way on base with his speed and proven to do so here pretty early this season with quick start for Nick as he takes the fastball outside. That fastball didn't look to find the strike zone, but nonetheless the umpire calls it for a strike. Coach Langford has voiced a little frustration here early with the umpires. As the count's 1-2 now on Nick. Fastball swung on up to right field. Going to be a single for Garver. Langford's waving Frisbee. Frisbee's going to have to go. The throw's cut off, relayed to home, and Frisbee's going to be tagged out at home plate. Can't ask for much more. Mustangs got to give themselves a chance, but a great throw by the right fielder, Duvall, relayed home by Martinez, and going to do it for the Mustangs in the top half of the fourth inning. Mustangs score a run, cut into the Grizzlies' lead. Fort Morgan 1, Northridge 2. At the bottom of the fourth inning, you're listening to Mustangs Baseball, B106, B106.com. Josh Miller back here at Northridge High School as the Mustangs have cut into the lead and now trail 2-1. Mendez back out for his fourth inning of work. First fastball misses for a ball. Second pitch on its way, a curveball. Also a ball as the count. Michael Graff is 2-0 and Mendez falls behind. Mendez hasn't been behind on too many hitters. He's worked efficiently here today. Bad break on a couple fast balls that last inning, or this ball game would be tied. The 2-0 pitch by Mendez, a fastball taken by Graff for a strike as the count moves to 2 balls, 1 strike. Good aggressive move there by Langford. Frisbee, not the fastest of runners, but putting the pressure on the Grizzlies defense to answer. Grizzlies able to do so on 2 good throws, cutting off Frisbee there at the plate. And ending the run for the Mustangs as 2-1 pitch by Mendez swung on and missed. As the count evens up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And we got it 2 ways. You got Goto and 2-3-4 coming up, and maybe chances to score Frisbee from third, but Mustangs haven't had too many base hits, and you'd like to see some aggressive play, and Coach Langford's philosophy is just that, be aggressive and put pressure on the opponent, and they did, and the opponent answered. So nonetheless, 2-1's where we sit. And the 2-2 count here on the leadoff hitter for the Grizzlies as he takes ball 4. Leadoff batter on for the Grizzlies as Robert Fulton steps in. Left-handed swinging stick. No outs, bottom of the 4th inning. 2-1 is our score. Northridge leads Fort Morgan in a good baseball game here this afternoon. Mendez gets the sign, quick check of the runner. Right-hander throws over. Frisbee puts a tag down, but Kraft's able to get back easily. Central Auto Parts, for all your auto parts supply needs, stop by Central Auto Parts, West Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan. Fastball gets away from Flug. Runner's going to move up 90 feet on that pass ball. Pitch was called for a strike. Flug not able to come up with it as the count's 0-1. Squares again to bunt, fouled straight back. Instead, the umpire is going to say that ball got the hitter. Coach Langford's going to talk about it because that pitch was off for that. And that should be a strike, and that's see what comes of this here. Looks like it's going to be a hit-by pitch. Thought that ball was fouled off, or at least attempted at, which hitter's going to attempt at the pitch and hit. Have to stay in the batter's box, but nonetheless, Coach Langford gets an explanation and now continues on to talk to his pitcher as the Grizzlies have runners at first and second. Courtesy runner back in for Fulton over there at first. Fulton the catcher. And it's going to bring up Brock Best, the pitcher for the Grizzlies. And got his words from Coach Langford. Coach Langford back in the dugout for the Mustangs. As Mendez gets the sign from Justin Flug. Nobody out. Bottom of the 4th inning. Mendez delivers. Curveball. A little high. Take it for the ball. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
Here we go.
The courtesy runner over at first is number 5, Blake Carlin. Pitch hit left side. Fielded cleanly by Fitzsimmons. On to second for the out. Crossed. Not able to get the double play. Is Best moving quickly down the line, but the Mustangs get the force out at second. Fitzsimmons goes 6-4, flipping on to Ulysses Hernandez for the force out. Join us all afternoon and all season long, KSIRsports.com. Pitch by pitch as we enter all the statistics electronically here this baseball season. Runners at first and third for the Grizzlies. Mendez comes set to deliver his first pitch to Peter Duvall. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Fort Morgan trails Northridge on the road here this afternoon. 2-1 is our score. Bottom of the 4th inning, 1 out. Grizzlies back in business with runners at first and third. The 0-1 pitch by Mendez. Instead, a quick third to first move, nothing doing. One of those plays you see a lot of baseball players do. Doesn't work a whole lot, but nonetheless, catch a team sleeping. Gets you out of jam. Mendez pitch, squeeze opportunity. The hitter instead pulls back. Ball goes to the backstop, and Michael Graff continues on to score, and that's going to extend the lead for the Grizzlies 3-1. I'll actually go in the scorebook as a wild pitch. Batter pulled off as the runner moves up 90 feet to second as well. Mustangs now trail 3-1, bottom half of the Fourth inning, 1-1's the count. Pitch on its way. Again, bunted. Popped up foul. Count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes on Peter Duvall, the 8th hitter in the lineup for the Grizzlies. As Northridge now leads 3-1. Botch squeeze attempt, but the ball goes to the backstop, allowing that runner at third to score. As Northridge extends their lead, 3-1. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count as Mendez gets the sign from Fluke. Mendez sets, delivers, fastball, fouled straight back. As Peter Duvall stays alive. Premier Farm Credit, committed to serving those in production ag. Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending. The breeze is picked up here as some more clouds have rolled into the area. Mendez pitch on the way, misses high and outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count on Peter Duvall, bottom half of the 4th inning, 1 out. Runner out at second, Brock Best. As the fastball misses in, Flug again not able to come up with it. Actually, the courtesy runner out there, Brian Walter, again for Best. He advances 30 feet. Not sure if Flug and Mendez are on the same page or getting crossed up, but that's quite a few pass balls here for Flug. We haven't seen that yet this year as the 3-2 pitch misses high and outside. That's going to be ball 4. It's going to be the second trip this inning for Mustangs coach Josh Langford. Likely going to see a pitching change. We'll see who it is coming out of the bullpen as we stand here right now. The Grizzlies have runners at first and third. There's 1 out in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Northridge leads 3-1. So Mustangs having some changes here. Quick break and a pitching change here for the Mustangs. Bottom of the 4th inning, 1 out. Mustangs trail 3-1 to the Northridge Grizzlies. Fort Morgan Baseball, B106, B106.com. Josh Miller back with you, Northridge High School, Fort Morgan Baseball on the road this afternoon as we've got a pitching change. Number 21, Matt Godo comes to the mound, coming over from third base. Misael Franco into the baseball game now at third. David Mendez goes out to left field, taking over for James Martins. As the Mustangs here with a couple defensive changes and a pitching change. As Matt Godo enters the baseball game here in the bottom of the 4th inning, Mustangs currently trail 3-1 against the Northridge Grizzlies. Grizzlies have base runners at first and third with 1 out. Flug out in front of the plate, giving some signs here in the first and third situation as Max Malone, the 9th hitter in the lineup for the Grizzlies, steps into the right-handed batter's box. Godo gets the sign here from Flug as he sets to deliver his first pitch this afternoon. A fastball swung on and missed, strike 1. Good fastball by Godo. Not sure if he's had the chance to really truly warm up unless he's been doing so in between innings as he comes straight over from third. Godo a quick check of the runners, gets the sign. Right-hander's 31 move. Third to first, nothing doing. As he now comes sets, right-hander delivers. Fastball, again a squeeze. Fielded by Godo, throws no good as everybody's going to move up 90 feet. Good squeeze attempt. Good squeeze attempt there by the Grizzlies. Grizzlies have also shown their very aggressive ball club. Godo really didn't have a play. Should have just went on to first and gotten the out and conceded the run, but forced the issue a little bit as the runner scores from third. The ball moves up to second, and Malone's now at first as the Grizzlies extend their lead 4-1. Godo's pitch. Fastball. Misses low and inside. Ball 1. Two 2-0 the count. on Brad Marks. Mustangs' wheels starting to fall off here as the pitch is hit the right field. Frick moving to get to it. He's going to run out of room. It's going to fall. Runner's moving from second is going to be held up at third as Frisbee cuts off the ball and tries to tag the runner out at first, but everybody's able to get back as for Fort Morgan, one of the tougher teams they've faced here this season as they trail to these Grizzlies 4-1, and Northridge has the bases loaded with one out in the bottom of the fourth. And picks up, as you can probably hear in my microphone, as Godo's curveball misses outside, and he's quickly behind 1-0 on Tyler Vasquez, the two-hole hitter for Northridge. Fort Morgan on the road today. Godo sets, delivers. Pitch hit to right field. Frick coming in, got a long way to run. Not able to get it. It falls in front, and everybody moves up 90 feet. Jacob Frick playing pretty deep out there in right. That wind's blowing in from right field. Not enough room for Frick to get under that baseball as everybody moves up 90 feet on the single out to right field. Bases are going to stay loaded as Jordan Francie steps into the plate. Godo, curveball, fat outside. 1-0. Northridge leads Fort Morgan 5-1. As Matt Godo winds up, delivers his 1-0 pitch, a curveball. Almost got away from Flug, but good work there by Justin to keep that baseball in front. As three-hole hitter for the Grizzlies is in business with the 2-ball, no-strike count. Godo's wind-up pitch, fastball right down Broadway, strike one. Godo coming into this baseball game, 10 pitches to go, one out in the bottom of the fourth inning, leaving David Mendez. As pitch is hit again, right side. Mustangs running for it, second baseman Ulysses Hernandez, Jacob Frick. No one's able to come up with it as Frick's throw into the infield is cut off by Frisbee, and again, the Grizzlies move up 90 feet. Little seeing eye single there as that pop-up. Not enough air under it for Frick to get to it, or Ulysses, as those Mustangs made chase, but not able to come away with the out as that lazy fly ball lands in front of the right fielder as everybody moves up 90 feet. First pitch swinging is the Grizzlies hitter, and it's going to land in the left field gap. That's going to clear the bases as Martinez continues on to third for the stand-up triple. Then, not sure why, but the throw from Hernandez, no throw needed there. The throw sails over the third baseman, and the run's going to score on that overthrow as this game has gotten away this fourth inning from the Mustangs. So stand-up triple. Ulysses Hernandez had come up with that throw from the outfielder from left center, and then unaware just chucked it towards third base, and nobody's able to come away with it as the bases are cleared, and batter for the Grizzlies comes all the way around, and we're still here in the bottom of the fourth inning with one out. Godo's curveball misses, ball one. Ground ball left side, fielded by Misael. Can't come up with it. The Grizzlies have yet again another base runner. Colorado Plains Medical Center, transforming lives each day. Colorado Plains Medical Center is where people choose to go for health care. Left-handed catcher steps into the box for the Grizzlies as Godo throws over a quick check over at first. Runner at first, Michael Graff for the Grizzlies. Robert Fulton, left-handed hitting catcher. Godo sets, delivers, fastball outside, ball one. 10-1 is our score. This baseball game has gotten away quickly here from the Mustangs. 8 runs. 8 runs being scored this inning for Northridge as the Mustangs came in trailing 2-1 to this 4th inning, and things have gotten away from them as they now trail 10-1 to the Northridge Grizzlies. Matt Godo's pitch misses as he quickly falls behind 2-0. Aggressive swing there by the catcher as he fouls it off right side. Excuse me. Counts 1-2. As Godo throws over. Good move, but not good enough. Frisbee's tagged a little late down on golf. Mustangs trying to find their way out of this 4th inning. With a bumpy ride as the left-hander pulls the pitch into right field. Base hit. Graff's going to go first to third as Frick throws the baseball into the middle part of the diamond. As the Mustangs struggling to find outs here in this 4th inning. Godo again, as I mentioned, I wasn't sure how much time he had to warm up. He's not been his usual self as he's been a little bit inconsistent here, and hitters have found their way to his fastball. First and third. Courtesy runner back out there for the catcher and Blake Carlin at first base. As Brock Best, the pitcher, steps in. Brock 1 for 2 with a single, reached on a fielder's choice. Godo's first pitch misses high and outside, ball 1. Bottom of the 4th inning, Mustangs trail 10-1 to the Northridge Grizzlies as Matt Godo delivers his 1-0 pitch. Misses inside, curveball, ball 2. 2-0 the count on the Grizzlies pitcher, Brock Best, right-handed hitting stick. Quick check of the runners, Godo, curveball, swung on and missed by Brock as the count moves to 2 balls, 1 strike. Couple errors here by the Mustangs. Couple seeing eye singles for the Grizzlies as they've advanced their lead 10-1. Mustangs came into this bottom part of the 4th inning only trailing 2-1, and the Grizzlies have put up 8 runs this inning. Fastball is called for a strike as the count now evens up 2 balls, 2 strikes. Godo sets, right-hander delivers, curveball. Well blocked by Flug as he keeps it in front, and the count fills up. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That wind now picking up, which has probably played a little bit of havoc. Runner in motion at first as the pitch is fouled off left side. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Bottom of the 4th inning. Mustangs trail the Grizzlies 10-1. Wind's picking up even stronger than it's been all day. As Godo delivers his full count pitch. Swung on and missed. Going to be a strikeout for Godo. Runners stay put at first and third. 2nd out here this inning. And we're going to have a pinch hitter here for Peter Duvall. It's going to be number 30. Brian Walter. We've seen Brian as a courtesy runner. Now stepping into the plate for his pinch hit appearance. Set the scene where we stand now. Fort Morgan trails Northridge 10-1. Bottom half of the 4th inning. Northridge with base runners at first and third. As the pinch hitter, Brian Walters, steps in. Godo, third to first move. Throws across the Frisbee, but nothing doing. Godo's pitch. Fastball high and inside, ball 1. Northern Colorado Title. For all your title needs, visit Tim Weimer at Northern Colorado Title, 205 West Kiowa in Fort Morgan. Godo's 1-0 pitch, a curveball. Misses, ball 2. Goto laboring here this inning, already up to 26 pitches. As his 2-0 pitch on the way. Curveball again misses. Ball 3. See him locate that fastball. Try to get back into this count as 3-0's the count. On the pinch hitter, Walter. Fastball right down broad, strike 1. Mustangs on the road. Northridge High School. Let's go to his 3-1 pitch on its way. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Count's now full on the pinch hitter. Ryan Walter, runner in first, will be in motion. Blake Carlin, the courtesy runner. As Goto gets the sign from Justin Flug. Sets the right-hander's payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. As 4 in the books. Northridge leads the Mustangs. 10 runs on 10 hits. Mustangs 1 run on 5 hits after 4 complete innings. For Morgan Baseball, B106, B106.com. Josh Miller back with you here, Northridge High School. For Morgan on the road today for an afternoon contest. First Tri-Valley League game for the Mustangs. As Fort Morgan trails to the Northridge 10-1, heading towards the top of the 5th inning. Changes for the Grizzlies. As Gerard Martinez enters the game on the mound for the Grizzlies. Brock Best goes over to first base. As the Mustangs head towards the top of the 5th, and the Mustangs pitcher Matt Goto steps into the right-handed batter's box, set to receive the first pitch this afternoon here by Gerard Martinez. Curveball in the dirt, ball 1. Goto's 2 for 2 with 2 singles here this afternoon. Came in relief from third in that last half inning. Finally able to get out of the jam. As his check swing here is called for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Goto. 10-1 is our score. The Mustangs trail after Grizzlies put up 8 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Gerard's fastball misses high, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to count on Goto. Mustangs second hitter in the lineup with Michael Fitzsimmons on deck. And due up third this inning, Aaron Anderson. Fastball is taken for a strike by Goto on the outer half of the plate as the count now moves to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Right-hander's payoff pitch. Curveball swung on, fouled. And out of play. First baseman Best giving chase, but not a chance to catch that ball as it goes over the first base dugout. As the count sits 2 balls, 2 strikes on Goto. Gerard Martinez, first inning of work, his 2-2 pitch. Fastball in the dirt, ball 3. Goto thought it was ball 4, threw his back, got halfway to first before the umpire corrects him and sends him back. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes on Goto. Gerard Martinez winds up, big, tall right-hander. His payoff pitch, grounded hard left side, fielded cleanly by the shortstop. Thrown across for the out. 6-3 the put out on Goto. First time the Grizzlies have been able to get Goto out this afternoon. 1 out in the top half of the 5th inning for the Mustangs. As Michael Fitzsimmons, the 3-hole hitter in the lineup for the Mustangs, steps into the right-handed batter's box. Martinez, right hand, fastball outside, called for a strike. Big, tall right-hander for the Grizzlies as he sets and winds up. Pitch on its way, called for a strike, outer part of the plate, strike 2 as Fitzsimmons falls behind quickly. No balls, 2 strikes. Martinez working quickly as his 0-2 pitch on the way. Fastball outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Michael Fitzsimmons. As Gerard Martinez gets the sign, now works through his windup. 1-2 pitch on its way. Fastball high. As things even up here, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bijou T-Quest, up by 302 Main Street, Fort Morgan. Letter jackets, T-shirts, banners, and more. They're also your local experts, customizing your team sports apparel. Fitzsimmons fighting off that fastball on the inside part of the plate. He fouls it straight back. as he stays alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count on Fitzsimmons. 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. Mustangs trail the Grizzlies 10-1. Martinez, fastball, fouled off. Fastball got inside on Fitzsimmons, but he's able to foul it off and stay alive as the count still remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. Martinez, fastball, swung on and missed at the letters by Fitzsimmons. And that's going to be the 2nd out here in the top half of the 5th inning. As the DH, left-handed swinging bat of Aaron Anderson, steps in for the Mustangs. On deck, Justin Flug. Shin guards on Flug with 2 outs here in this inning. First pitch to Anderson. Swung on, hit right side, fielded cleanly by the second baseman, thrown over to first. 4-3 put out as the Mustangs go 1-2-3 in the top half of the 5th inning. With 4.5 complete. Mustangs trail Northridge Grizzlies 10-1. Fort Morgan Baseball, B106, B106.com. Fort Morgan Baseball, B106, B106.com. Josh Miller here at Northridge High School as Fort Morgan's on the road this afternoon, taking on a Northridge Grizzlies baseball team who jumped ahead quickly in the bottom half of the inning, now leads the Mustangs 10-1. Defensive changes for Fort Morgan heading here to the bottom of the 5th inning. Sergio Baquero is out in left field. Nate Alexander comes in for the Mustangs out in right field. David Mendez moves from left field to second base. And the second baseman, Ulysses Hernandez, enters this baseball game as the new Mustang pitcher. Ulysses' first pitch, a curveball to the ninth hitter in the lineup, Max Malone, is taken for strike 1. Ulysses working quickly as his 0-1 pitch is on its way. A sidearm fastball misses ball 1 as things even up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Quickly set the field defensively for the Mustangs. Sergio Baquero out in left field. Dick Garver in center, Nate Alexander in right, Misael Franco at third, Fitzsimmons at short, Mendez at second, Cole Frisbee at first, Fluke behind the plate, and Ulysses Hernandez, Mustang pitcher, as his 1-1 pitch misses low and in the dirt, ball 2. 2-1 the count on Mac Malone, the ninth hitter in the lineup for the Grizzlies. Ulysses' pitch is called for strike as he evens things up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On deck for the Grizzlies, Brad Marks, and due up third, Tyler Vasquez. Ulysses' pitch swung on. Luke tags the runner, waiting for the confirmation from the umpire that the pitch was swung at. First base umpire says yes, he did, as that's going to be the first out this inning. And on that strikeout, 1 out here, bottom of the 5th. Excuse me. UC's first pitch misses high and outside, ball 1. As second pitch here on its way, sidearm fastball, wild one, all the way here to the backstop as Hernandez falls behind quickly. 2 balls, no strikes. Brad Marks 2 for 2 today. Also been hit by a pitch. He had a bunt single. 2 singles. 1 on a bunt. A hit by pitch. Reached all 3 times today. Hernandez fastball inside part of the plate. Called for a strike. Count moves to 2-1 on the right-handed hitter. 2 balls, 1 strike. Mustangs work to stay alive in this baseball game as things got away from them there in that bottom of the 4th inning. A little bit of a spinner, curveball, slider of some kind. Called for a strike on the inside part of the plate as the count evens up. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Brad Marks. And is just into this ball game as he's in his first inning of work. The fastball swung on him, and strike 3. 2 quick strikeouts here by Ulysses Hernandez. That's going to bring up the number 2 hitter in the lineup for the Grizzlies, Tyler Vasquez. Tyler 1 for 3 here today, 2 flyouts and a single. As Hernandez winds up and delivers. Right-hander's pitch. Curveball, strike 1. Hernandez answering what was a tough 4th inning for the Mustangs as he's made quick work of the first 2 hitters. And quickly jumps ahead here 0-1. The right-hander's fastball swung on, missed, strike 2. kind of died down here in this bottom half of the fifth inning as Hernandez's 0-2 pitch swung on and missed. Fluke's throw down to first in time. And that fastball inside, Fluke able to come away with it, so he had to throw it down to first to get the out. Grizzlies with a good answer, or Fort Morgan answers there with a good 1-2-3 inning as the Grizzlies go down quickly. 3 strikeouts for Hernandez just into this baseball game. With 5 complete, Fort Morgan 1, Northridge 10. Fort Morgan Baseball, B106, B106.com. Josh Miller bringing you Fort Morgan Baseball here today on the road as the Mustangs trail Northridge 10-1. As Justin Fluke steps in for the Mustangs and takes ball 1. Fluke 0 for 2 today. Ground out and a fly out. Misael Franco on deck. And David Mendez due up third. Good top half of the inning, or bottom half of the inning, for Ulysses Hernandez into the ballgame with 3 strikeouts as the Mustangs now bats in their hands trying to cut into this Northridge lead. Pitch by Martinez, fouled straight back. Gerard Martinez enters his second inning of work. He came in and relieved Brock Best. Brock Best, a good outing here. Count here is 1-2 on Justin Fluke. Fastball just misses outside. As things even up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Follow us all year on KSIR Sports, KSIRsports.com. Click on the appropriate Mustang link. Follow us pitch by pitch all season long. Fluke skies the ball out to left field. Brad Marks able to put it away easily as first out is recorded in the top half of the 6th inning here for the Mustangs. Misael Franco enters the game back a couple innings ago at third. Steps in his first plate appearance here this afternoon as he takes ball 1 on the outside part of the plate. Insurance Connection, whether it's health, life, or dental insurance or Medicare supplements. He's Sharon Kaufman today at Insurance Connection as Misael swings and misses at a good fastball there by Gerard Martinez. Things even up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Martinez's fastball low at the knees, called for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Misael falls behind quickly, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on its way, swung on, fouled back. As Misael stays alive. Top of the 6th inning. 1 out here for the Mustangs as they trail the Northridge Grizzlies 10-1. Martinez's curveball misses high and outside, ball 2 as things even up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As the 2-2 pitch, right-hander delivers, fastball, fouled again, straight back by Misael as he fights to stay alive, and the count's 2 balls, 2 strikes. On deck for the Mustangs, David Mendez. Mendez has been on the mound, out and left, and now at second. Misael hits the ball to right field. Should be easy work for Peter Duvall, who takes a couple steps to his right and puts the second out on the board this inning for the Grizzlies as Misael flies out to right field. David Mendez 1 for 2 this afternoon, a fly out. Reach on a bunt as the fastball is in the dirt. Actually may have been more of a curveball as ball 1's taken here by Mendez. Top of the 6th inning. Mustangs on the road this afternoon, Northridge High School, and Northridge leads Fort Morgan 10-1. Top of the 6th inning, 2 outs. As David Mendez takes ball 2, a fastball high. As Mendez jumps ahead quickly, 2 balls, no strikes. Good hitters count for Mendez. Mustangs need base runners, running out of opportunities here. As Mendez promptly hits the ball right back up the middle. Good single and base hit for Mendez. As the Mustangs have a runner on base with 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. Going to bring up Cole Frisbee Frisbee had a big double. Got these Mustangs going in that top half of the fourth inning with the RBI double out to left center field. It was then thrown out at the plate as the Mustangs tried to tie this ball game. And the Grizzlies answered with 8 in the bottom half of the fourth and really put this game away. Fastballs misses for ball 1 to Frisbee. David Mendez out at first. Left-handed hitter Cole Frisbee. 1-0 pitch as he sets to receive the right-hander's fastball, and it misses down low at the knees. Ball 2. 2-0 the count on Frisbee. Frisbee 1 for 1 here this afternoon with that RBI double and also a walk. As we're an hour and 40 minutes into this baseball game. The right-hander Martinez, fastball swung on, hit left side, line drive right at the shortstop. And that's going to do it for the Mustangs. 1 hit for the Mustangs, the runner left on base. 5.5 in the books. Northridge leads Fort Morgan 10-1. Take a quick break. Fort Morgan Baseball, B106, B106.com. Josh Miller here, Northridge High School, as Fort Morgan on the road this afternoon. In a tough Tri-Valley League ball game as Northridge leads Fort Morgan 10-1 as we head towards the bottom of the 6th inning. Luis Hernandez back out for the Mustangs to begin his second inning of work. No changes defensively as Fort Morgan stays the same. Jordan Francis steps into the box for the Grizzlies. Curveball fouled off right side, strike 1. Fort Morgan's day's not done yet. They'll try to make a comeback here in the top half of the inning. And then after this baseball game is complete, they'll load the bus and head down the road to Berthoud for a non-league competition. In the second game here this afternoon, curveball by Hernandez is called strike 2. BC's quickly ahead on Francis. No balls, 2 strikes. As Hernandez has entered this game and been very effective. 3 strikeouts last inning. Right-hander's 0-2 pitch on the way. Sidearm fastball. Ball 1. Clouds have moved in here to the area, cooled off a little bit. As the Mustangs here trying to make something happen late in this baseball game. Ulysses Hernandez. Fastball right down Broadway, strike 3. No attempt there by the hitter for the Grizzlies as Hernandez quickly records his 4th strikeout. 4 batters faced, 4 strikeouts in the books for Hernandez, who in his 17 pitches, 12 of them have been 4 strikes. Curveball fouled straight back as he jumps quickly ahead here to the Grizzlies' 4th hitter in the lineup. Gets a new baseball as he gets the sign from Flug. Now winds up the right-handed pitch on the way. Fastball low and inside, ball 1. Equitable Savings and Loan, Northeast Colorado's hometown savings and loan in Fort Morgan and Brush. Visit them today. Fastball inside, fouled off left side. As Hernandez is quickly ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. On the Grizzlies pitcher, Jared hit hard left side, diving play by Fitzsimmons. He's not able to come up with it. Jared Martinez has the single and gets on base for the Grizzlies. Going to be a base runner here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Meaning he's the pitcher. He'll have a courtesy runner come into this baseball game for him. That's a speed-up rule that's in play to keep the game moving with the pitcher and catcher allowed courtesy runners. First hit out here by Hernandez as he sets to deliver his first pitch. Courtesy runners Andrew Morris for the Grizzlies. As the 0-1 pitch on its way, swung on and missed, strike 2. As Ulysses Hernandez again has proven that he can get ahead of these Grizzly hitters and quickly gets ahead 0-2 here on Michael Graff. Curveball comes up well short. Goes over the head on the bounce The Mustangs catcher Flug, as that wild pitch is going to allow the courtesy runner Morris to move up 90 feet to second base. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Bottom of the 6th inning. Fort Morgan trails Northridge 10-1 as Ulysses Hernandez's pitch is hit on out to center field. Fielded cleanly by Garver. Garver's throw to home is cut off as the runner's held at third base. Mustangs have to eliminate this run here from scoring at third, or that's going to be the 10-run rule with 5 innings in the books. Mustangs have to play defense here and a 10th run from scoring. Outfield's going to have to play at a depth. They can throw this runner from third base out. Ulysses Hernandez there jumped ahead of those last 2 hitters pretty quickly, but those 2 hitters able to fight those pitches off for singles as Grizzlies here are in business with runners at first and third. Graft runner at first, courtesy runner Morris over at third. Left-handed hitting catcher Robert Fulton at the plate here for the Grizzlies. As Coach Josh Langford and Steve Hale directing traffic with the outfield here as they're very shallow, as is the infield and on the grass. The only option for the Mustangs is to eliminate this run from scoring here. As Ulysses pitch, this is inside, ball 1. Runner moves up 90 feet there from first, Graft uncontested. As they go in the books as a defensive indifference with not being held on there. He doesn't really matter at second. The only thing that does matter is the runner at third as Ulysses' 1-0 pitch misses ball 2. Coach Langford's just going to go ahead and put the runner on at first to load these bases, give the Mustangs the double play opportunity. It'll be an intentional walk. Courtesy runner for the catcher Fulton. Blake Carlin over at first. Bases are loaded here. Bottom half of the 6th inning. 10-1 is our score in this situation. The runner at third can end the game and making it a 10-run scenario. They only got to get this double play. Hard hit to short. Mustangs do it. Ball fielded cleanly at short by Mendez. Fielded cleanly by Fitzsimmons. Slipped on to Mendez and over to first. As the Mustangs stay alive with the double play. It's complete. We head towards the top of the 7th. Mustangs need a miracle. We'll be back. Fort Morgan Baseball. B106, B106.com. We head to the top of the 7th inning. Fort Morgan trails Northridge 10-1. Mustangs have 3 outs left in this baseball game to try to make something happen as they were able to stay alive in the bottom half of that 6th inning. Fort Morgan intentionally walking left-handed hitting catcher to load the bases, understanding that runner at third would be the 11th run scored and giving the Grizzlies a 10-run lead. Mustangs had to get a double play or at least force the runner out at home plate. Ground ball was hit sharply to short. Fitzsimmons rolled it up with Mendez, 6-4-3 to end the inning, and the Mustangs stay alive as we head here towards the top of the 7th. The pitcher, Ulysses Hernandez, due up first. Nick Garber will be on deck. Ulysses steps in and gets his first pitch from Jared Martinez. He fouls it hard down the left field line and out of play, strike 1. Jared Martinez enters his 3rd inning of work here for the Grizzlies, 34 pitches. He's been very efficient and effective for the Grizzlies, coming in relief for Brock Bass. Right-hander's 0-1 pitch, curveball. Fouled off over here right side over the Mustangs dugout. As Martinez jumps ahead quickly, no balls, 2 strikes on Ulysses Hernandez. Martinez returning the favor to Hernandez, who's been pretty effective against his Grizzlies ball club. 0-2 pitch taken for a ball inside as the count moves to 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Mustangs' 9th hitter in the lineup, Ulysses Hernandez. Fastball outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mustangs need a little bit of luck on their side here in the top half of this 7th inning. They need 9 runs to keep this baseball game going as the curveball is swung on and missed by Ulysses. A good breaking ball by Martinez. Going to put first out on the scoreboard here in the top half of the 7th inning. For Morgan. Had 2 bad innings this season, one against Brush where they gave up those 7 runs. And again here in the bottom half of the 4th inning today, giving up 8 runs to the Grizzlies as Garver steps into the box. He's first pitch swinging, hits it hard and foul down the third base line. Nate Alexander is on deck for the Mustangs. Nate came into this game an inning and a half ago. Big, tall right-hander Jared Martinez for the Grizzlies winds up his 0-1 pitch. Misses low and outside, ball 1. T.O. Charlie's. See T.O. Charlie's for a great used car truck today. If you don't see what you want on the lot, they'll find it for you. 700 West Platte Ave, Fort Morgan. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball, low inside, ball 2. One pitch, Martinez, fastball, swung on, hit left side, through the 5-6 ball. Shortstop able to get his glove on it, but Carver's going to have the infield single as he's got the wheels to beat out that base hit. Mustangs have a base runner. They're going to need a bunch more. As this first Tri-Valley League contest for the Mustangs has not gone their way. Nate Alexander steps into the batter's box, his first at-bat here this afternoon. Came in and replaced Jacob Frick out in right field earlier in this contest. As the Mustangs have made quite a few defensive changes as they've had to adjust with the pitching changes. Nate takes ball 1. Garver the runner at first. Nate Alexander swung on, hit hard left field. Left fielder going back, got a beat on it. Has enough room to come up with it as Alexander made a good effort there to drive that ball to the outfield, but the left fielder comes up with the out. 2 outs, 4-4 Morgan, top half of the 7th inning. Mustangs have Garver over at first. As Michael Fitzsimmons steps into the box. Michael 0 for 1 today with a walk, a hit by pitch that's struck out. He takes ball 1 on the outside part of the plate. Fitzsimmons 1-0 pitch, takes ball 2. Fitzsimmons quickly ahead, 2 balls, no strikes with the Mustangs DH Aaron Anderson on deck. Garver off over that first, not much of a lead. His run doesn't mean a whole lot here as the Mustangs trail 10-1. Fitzsimmons fouls off the 2-0 pitch down the third base line. 2 balls, 1 strike on the Mustangs shortstop. Good double play that last inning by Fitzsimmons, keeping these Mustangs alive. Well, Morgan's Day's just getting started as they've got another 7 innings of baseball to play here later this afternoon. The road at Berthoud. 2-1 pitch, outside part of the play, called for a strike as Jared Martinez evens things up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mustangs down to their last strike in this baseball game. 2-2 pitch on the way by Martinez. Curveball, fouled off right side and should get out of play and does. As Fitzsimmons fights to stay alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Fitzsimmons. Garver the runner over at first. Doesn't mean a whole lot here as the Mustangs trail by 9. Martinez a quick check. Right-handers, payoff pitch. Fastball outside, ball 3. Full count here, 2 outs. Garver will be in motion. Doesn't really need to be held on by the Grizzlies, but is by Best. Garver goes. Fouled off straight back. As Fitzsimmons stays alive. Aaron Anderson on deck. We get there. Fluke's in the hole. Mustangs have a lot of fight in them. This game got away from them in the bottom of the 4th inning. As the Grizzlies' bats came alive. Full count pitch, again fouled off. Fitzsimmons doing a good job to stay alive here as he's fouled off a couple pitches. They're making Martinez work. Martinez now up to 52 pitches. as he tries to wrap up his third inning of work. The right-hander from the stretch. Fastball hit right side. Right fielder's got a beat on it, now called off by the second baseman, who makes the catch and ends this baseball game on that fly out by Fitzsimmons. We'll take a quick break, come back with the post-game show. Final here at Northridge. Fort Morgan loses their first Tri-Valley League contest. Northridge scores 10, Fort Morgan 1. We'll be back with a wrap-up. B106, B106.com. Back here at Northridge High School, Fort Morgan baseball loses a tough ball game this afternoon to the Northridge Grizzlies. Final score, Northridge 10, Fort Morgan 1. Mustang postgame show brought to you by High Plains Bank in Wiggins. No matter what your loan needs, stop by High Plains Bank, 502 Central Avenue in Wiggins today. Also inquire about checking and savings accounts, as well as CDs at High Plains Bank in Wiggins. Total in lines for the Mustangs. Mustangs scoring 1 run on 7 hits. They made 2 errors, leaving 8 runners on base, missing a couple opportunities early in that baseball game to score runs. As the Grizzlies' bats came alive in the bottom half of the 4th inning, Grizzlies answered the Mustangs after Frisbee's stand-up double. Mustangs closed the gap 2-1. Grizzlies answered, scoring 8 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning, extending their lead 10-1 and never looks back. Fort Morgan not able to do much after that, as the final finish is 10-1. Grizzlies scoring 10 runs, 12 hits, making no errors, leaving 6 runners on base. As the Mustangs' 2012 Tri-Valley League season's underway, they lose the first contest. Mustangs now 3-2 overall this season, go to 0-1 in Tri-Valley League play. Mustangs are going to load up the bus, head down the road to Berthoud High School, where we'll have that game for you here shortly. 4 o'clock is supposed to be opening pitch. That's going to be a non-league contest for them. They'll be back in Tri-Valley League play Thursday against Windsor. And then again on Saturday against Windsor. That'll be a pretty standard schedule this year with the home and away series, playing 1 on the road, 1 at home against all Tri-Valley League competitors. They'll see this Northridge team again on April 3rd. And look to get some revenge at home at American Legion Park, Eddie Underwood Field in Fort Morgan. Fortunately for the Mustangs, they fall short as the final here is 10-1. I'd like to thank our sound engineer and producer, Mustang Baseball, back in the studio, Trent Klemper. I'm Josh Miller with a final score here at Northridge. Northridge 10, Fort Morgan 1. We'll be back with you 4 o'clock, B106, B106.com. Talk to you soon, everybody.